Hi guys, Ronda Winstead here with you. Merry Christmas. It is Christmas Eve that I am recording this, and I hope that you, if you celebrate Christmas, I hope that you have an amazing Christmas Eve and Christmas, that this holiday season is just really special for you. I want to wish all of you a wonderful holiday season. I love you guys, and it is good to be back with you. Um, I have been down, obviously, and I caught a cold on top of the infusion. The first week, usually after an infusion, I'm super tired. But this time, I caught a cold to go with it, so it was like, really out of it. And I told you that Dave was going to keep you updated, but we didn't realize he was going to have surgery on his gallbladder, but he did, and that's done and taken care of, and he's doing wonderfully. He just needs to be cleared to drive. I'm doing the driving right now. So I was trying to think of what I can do as far as a video to show you something to do. And honestly, my brain has just not been like, oh yeah, this and that. It's kind of been like, okay. Yeah, that sounds good. And so I thought, I cleaned off my desk. I actually did my last Christmas journal for, for other people. Finished that up and decided to, I haven't actually put my Christmas things away yet, but I'm very shortly going to box them up and save them for next season. But I did look around at my scraps, and I thought, oh, if you're okay with it, I just thought I would. This was full. You'll see in just a second as I show you the what's left. I have all these scraps of different sizes, different whatevers, and I thought I would just chat, that we could just spend some time together and chat a little bit. If you're new, welcome. I am happy that you are here. My name, of course, is Ronda Winstead, and I love to create. I have my whole life, I have just enjoyed doing things. I'm a quilter turned mixed media artist. I embroider, love slow stitching. My hands have not been able to do a lot in that area. I started Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. I did the first volume, which I'm super proud of, but the second volume kind of got me a little bit tripped up. I don't know if I can, this is as far as I can. I can't make a fist with this hand. The arthritis that we're finding out is inhibiting that. And so I just, I do the best I can, but it's not as much strength as I used to have there. So, just have to do a little tweaks and whatnot. But yeah, and I dabbled in toll painting, just all kinds of things. Enjoying it all, master of nothing. But I sure have fun on this journey, and I love sewing. I love adding a stitching to my paper. Oh golly, am I a paper fiend? I absolutely love crinkly paper, love glassine paper. For those of you that have followed me for some time, I'm a sound girl. I love the sound and crinkle of papers. And I've always had this weird, how you live your life and you just do, we just do. whatever our routine is, whatever's going on. But then at some point, you kind of take a look a little bit deeper, and you kind of wonder, well, where did I like to do this? Or when did I start doing this? And as I've kind of done a little bit of that myself, my reality is I can remember being a young girl, and my mother and two sisters, they using the sewing machine, and me wanting to sew. And of course, with two older sisters and a mom, and at that point it was a lot less expensive to sew your clothes and sew things than it is today. Today, not so much, but back then it was. And so mom taught me how to, do it by hand, do the hand sewing, and my older sister and my mom, I have some really fun memories of them, and I've shared a little bit with those of you a time or two in my videos about the memories of embroidering with my oldest sister and my mother, and those are very sweet. So there's always been something there in the creating, and I took art classes in school and enjoyed. I did calligraphy. I was quite into that for a period of time, and a little bit of artwork. I've done a self-portrait that's not very good, but I'm a good copier. If I see something and give me long enough, I can usually copy it pretty well. But to think of it in your brain and come up with the idea and to draw it without looking at something, I'm like, no. So anyway, that's a little bit about me. For those of you that are new, again, obviously you've probably found out already that because of my videos, I do have cancer. Supposedly it's not curable, but I am so grateful. Every single day I am grateful. I love my Savior. I'm religious. I do believe in Jesus Christ and God the Father and the Holy Ghost. But I also respect anyone and everyone's right to believe how they want. I would never try to push my thoughts and my beliefs upon anyone else. It just brings me joy. And I'm definitely for whatever makes you happy and brings you joy and helps you be a better person. I think that's wonderful. Amazing. So, okay. So I thought maybe I could do a little bit of collaging, and let me show you what I'm looking at. And it's pretty, quite a bit. All of this was in this box. Oh, we don't want to leave any of it out. And I haven't even dumped this one yet, or the smaller one. These two. This is supposed to be medium-sized scraps, and these are supposed to be small, but they kind of get, intermingled as time goes by. So, here's the plan, Stan. And then she says... Anyway, I hope that you are having an absolutely fabulous day. The sun is shining where we are. It is cold. And boy, when I say cold, I mean really, really cold. Let's see. Let me just double check. Let's get our phone out and let's see how cold is it. Oh, well, I'm being a booby now, because it says it's 22 degrees here in Jonesboro, Arkansas. And it's going to get up to 26 degrees. And our low is going to be 18, 19. So that's pretty good. Yesterday, I think it was like 3 degrees, 2 degrees. But we have a nasty, nasty wind going on. And that kind of has a tendency to get in the way of everything. But you know what? I put on my winter coat for the first time this season, and it felt good. We needed to go to the grocery store. So what I'm using here, you guys, you can buy deli paper. This is deli paper, interfolded dry wax paper, deli paper. And I'm just using these as a backdrop, I think, for, you know, let's just glue. Now, I don't really want a piece this big, so I'm going to set that aside. I don't want humongous pieces. Well, but then, she said, but then we could cover, oh, I don't know. All right, fine. Let me move some things away here. Get out my trusty little glue page and my glue stick. I just use the all-purpose Elmer's glue stick. A lot of people have different likes and dislikes when it comes to glue sticks. Some don't even like it. And I have found for me, for covering larger areas, I like it. You just have to make sure that you give a good coating. That's I have found the key to having it work well for you. And we shall just kind of scrunch this, just line that up, put that down, get my little rag here and wipe my hands down. It does get goobery here. And I will, just to let you know, I am going to take a look at that text I just received, because we are waiting. We have a call that Grandpa and I need to be on. And when that comes in, then I will put the video on pause. And we'll do that, and I'll come back, and you'll never know it even happened, except that you will, because I just told you. Right? So, I am just putting down right now, using bigger pieces to put down, and then we'll add a lot of the smaller. And I'm not sure what I want to do yet, because I have a whole bunch of strips. And I know, you know, there are a lot of things that we can do with those. I just haven't quite honed in yet on what it is particularly that I want to do with my strips. I've got a lot of them. I've got a lot of them. And a lot of these have the same color paper. Now these I wouldn't have to keep these. This is outlining some of the digitals, but I had coffee dyed, sprayed, you know, my very, very simple method. And I will put that in the description box below in case you want a super, super simple way of coffee dyeing your papers. And then what the plan is that these will just be ready for whatever, for whenever, whatever we might need. Let's get some different things going here. Now I am trying to keep these to about the same thickness. I'm not going to use this because this is a heavier, like a cardstock weight, and I want to keep this more similar, and that's cardboard, so we definitely don't want that in there. But we've got a lot of options, my friends. So, are you ready? Are you ready? And it may be that I publish this tomorrow on Christmas Day. I know for a lot, Christmas Day is super, super busy. But I also know that for some, Christmas is an extremely difficult and painful time of year. And so we'll just see how this goes. As you can see, I'm just kind of, just trying to get it all something somewhere, and just put down our scraps, and then we can cater it to whatever we want to cater it to. Like this could be, because these are all neutrals, we could have very easily, let's do it this way. This could just be a nice neutral background that we can cut up and use as tags. You don't have to do as tags. Oh, interesting. Well, that might be okay on something like that, but let's just keep, and this is the thicker, so we want that out of the way. A lot of these really are the very, very same. And from Mrs. Coggs. This is obviously a purchase, a digital purchase, and I have coffee dyed the paper and kept it because, well, that's what we do, right? That's what we do, my friends. Oh, goodness. So let me update you on Dave with his gallbladder. The day itself was kind of crazy. Had to be to the hospital at 5:30 in the morning, and that for us anymore is not easy to do. Used to, when we were raising the kids, I mean, that was normal. Yeah, that's just when you got up. But in retirement, 5:30 in the morning when you stay up till 12:30 at night is a bit early. Anyway, we got there, and he had his procedure, and he was still in recovery when I had to leave and go to have my MRI on my neck. And that's with the hand thing, the neuropathy. That was from that. My neurosurgeon, neurologist, has been working with that and wanting to get some, to find out what's going on, etc., etc. So anyway, I walked over from the hospital and had my MRI and walked back over, and then hubby was ready to be able to go home, so we got him home and settled, and I got some On the way, we did stop so we could get his meds. And honest and truthfully, you guys, this is the best surgery he's had in a very, very long time. We were so blessed. He was just, it was amazing. He's had hardly any pain. Let's see, he's kind of been chomping at the bit, but he can't drive or hold anything heavier than 15 pounds. But we go on Tuesday, and if the doctor clears him, then he's good to go. So that has just been wonderful. So, so grateful. We just, oh my goodness. All the blessings that, we just get showered with are just like very, very cool. Very, very cool. Alrighty. So that's taken care of. Then the next day, I came in and had my infusion. Everything went fine. And I really didn't start to get too tired until a couple of days in. And then it was, I'm just kind of, I just sleep. And I appreciate your patience with my situation. I know because I have those that I love to watch on YouTube, and it just brightens my day. And when they don't do a video, I'm just like sad. And so anyway, I do love and appreciate your patience with me, for sure. Okay, so let's get another little doohickey. Doohickey, la 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 la. Should we do that? Yeah, I don't want that. We don't want that one. And then I, got this bit of a cold. I still have it a little bit, but it's so much better than it was. So no complaints. No complaints about any of this, you guys. Seriously. We are blessed. Absolutely. And yesterday, I feel so domestic. Well, before I go into yesterday, let me share, we've had weather advisory, as most of you know, and most of you that live, at least in the United States, you have gotten slammed with nasty weather and super, super cold temperatures. Okay. And so with that, we were trying to be judicious and, kind of get prepared and do a little bit of grocery shopping and whatnot to prepare ourselves for being stuck in the house. And so we did that. And yesterday morning, let's see, where's my tear ruler? My tear ruler. When I was in that part of the waking up in the morning kind of thing, you think or dream or daydream or plan your day or, whatever it is we call that. I thought, I want to bake. I want to do some baking. I haven't done any Christmas baking. I've been down with this stupid cold and my infusion, and I just, need to be Christmassy. And so I was thinking of all of the things. Well, what could I make? And I was thinking of zucchini bread and chocolate zucchini bread and orange cranberry bread, applesauce bread, zucchini, banana bread. And I have in years past, I mean, I've made a lot of that stuff over the years. And and then I'm like, oh, shoot, we didn't get this. We didn't get this. We can't do this. We can't do that. We don't have any of this. We don't have any of that. So it was just like, really? So anyway, finally came up with something that I actually had the ingredients for, or mostly had the ingredients for. And that was magic cookie bars. How many of you like the magic cookie bars? I love, 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 love them. They're just like, oh yay, love it, love it, love it. But we're getting ready and getting stuff out to do that, and then Dave comes and he's like, honey, we can't. There are no chocolate chips. And I'm just like, really? And so then I go back to the cupboard that he was speaking of, and I come out with some butterscotch chips, and there was a little bag with, maybe a quarter cup of regular chocolate chips, and there were some white chocolate chips packaged, and I said, we are making cookie bars. So anyway, one batch got the quarter cup of chocolate chips, and another batch got butterscotch chips, and that's okay, It's just like, doesn't have to be exact. This needs to be trimmed. Let's see, let me get a different one. So we made magic cookie bars. Haven't made those for, I don't know, a couple of years or so. And aside from hubby burning one batch, I love you, Dave. Actually, what happened, it isn't his fault. It isn't his fault. But after mixing up and making the two batches, and the one had baked and had the other one in the oven, and I cleaned up the mess, and he had helped me, which was very sweet. And I asked if I had said, I think I need to go lie down for just a little bit. And they had 26 minutes. I said, could you just let me know, and I'll come out and take care of him. But he didn't hear the alarm go off. And at some point I came out, and I don't know how long, they had been in there. It had obviously been a while, and took them out. And they're still, that's not the batch that we're sharing with others, but they're still pretty good, even at that. And he felt so bad. He's such a good guy. But it really wasn't his fault, His hearing aids don't always make it possible for him to hear every little sound. So anyway, just kind of a funny little sideline, but it felt so good to do that. And we prepared gifts for our neighbors, and that's been a fun thing to do as well. So, okay, so you see what I'm doing? I am just taking the bigger pieces, and then I'm adding smaller pieces to that. And you could keep going on this for, you know, a long time. However, come on, get on there. Get. Get. I say get down there. Yeah. So I think, should we call that good for this one? We can add more. I mean, it's not like I'm hurting for things to be added. I've got lots of stuff that we can do that way. But let's go ahead and let's get going on another one. And you can just see, maybe this time, let's go ahead and, you know, maybe let's do some strips and see how they turn out. I don't know. I know you can make clusters with these, and that's really nice. It's just when you get, or when I get so many different things going on, and this is off camera, I'm doing my sticky gluey thingy. I love the word thingy. It covers so many different things. Oh, I didn't quite get that, so let's go ahead and add our art glitter glue. That's the one thing you do have to do when I'm using a glue stick. You really have to try to get good coverage, and I wasn't as careful on that one. So that's my bad. Alrighty, now let's go ahead and fold this page up. This is a very old book, by the way, and I bought it with the intention of using these pages in my journals, but the reality is it crumbles. I mean, look at that. It just breaks off. And so when I prepare my journals for anybody, whether it's for me or whether it's for you or anybody else, I like to feel like I'm giving you a good product and that I've tried to make it time worthy, or, you know. I mean, obviously, they're not going to last forever. And it is paper, mostly. Although I do like to throw fabric bits in here and there. But still, it's mainly paper. But I like it to be to where I feel like it's not going to fall apart on you the first time you open it and try to write in it. So, okay, so let me just take a peek-see. This may be that. Okay, guys, I'm going to put this on pause, and I shall return. All right, don't go away. Okay, so I am back, and it is good. I love the way that you can put something on pause, and you can take care of business, and then you can come back and visit with your friends again. I love that. So, I don't remember where we were in chatting. I know I am pretty much ready for Christmas. We have kids coming over tomorrow for a nice meal and to exchange gifts and play some games. That's always fun. We enjoy that. And we're going to have ham for dinner tomorrow. Just make it a nice, we had the turkey for Thanksgiving, and so it's nice to switch it up a little bit. We'll do the ham, and then hubby and I usually for New Year's, we don't party really. We're so boring. But we might do like little smokies and, you know, do the crock pot with the grape jelly and that kind of thing. You know what I'm talking about. Which is really, really good. But I think I need to go have some lunch because I'm all of a sudden thinking about food and making myself hungry, which is okay. It would be okay to have lunch because I haven't had any yet. I haven't had breakfast either. So, well, I did have a magic cookie bar. I did have a magic cookie bar. So, I'm a bad, bad girl. All right, oh golly, you guys, look at this. This mess, this can get so intimidating, and I can appreciate how people just, you know, I have in the past, I'm admitting this to you, don't beat me up or anything like that, but I have in past just thrown things away when I have gotten so overwhelmed with my stuff. But I don't want to do that this time. And, you know, it feels good, honestly. It feels good to kind of, I don't know, to be thrifty and take care of stuff. Get rid of that. We've got a new gluey. Here's some good ones here, too. So, one thing I am going to do that I promote about in some of my videos earlier, and that is a giveaway in January. I'm going to do that. I had planned on doing it earlier, but with the holidays and with my health and everything, it just wasn't going to happen. And so I gave myself permission to wait, and I think one of the things that I'm going to do with the giveaway is, you know, some of my stuff, some scraps and, you know, things, supplies, because I still am planning on getting down, cleaning house, if you will. I just have way too much. I find it's terrible. I'm a hoarder, not like a real hoarder like you see on TV shows and things like that, because I do like things tidy. But I'm a hoarder in the sense that I see a book that I think will work, and I just, you know, I've got to get it. I've got to get it. And how many books can you use? Every book has a certain amount of pages, and how many pages can you use? How often am I using those? I have a few boxes of books, and they're, you know, I'm feeling a little bit guilty about some of that stuff. So I want to eliminate the guilt feelings. And I know I don't have to feel guilty about anything. It's not like anybody's saying, oh, you bad person, you know. Or if they are, I'm not hearing it. And so that's okay too. But it's just a way of clearing things for me, you know, so I'm not carrying extra weight, if you will. I have plenty of that as it is. I don't need extra baggage. So, yeah. Anyway, just those are some of my thoughts on the coming year. I would love to join Roxy's Journal of Stitchery, the spool one. I don't know if my hands will cooperate with something like that. I don't know. We'll wait and see. We'll see what happens and just kind of, just not going to worry about that one right now. I'm like, no, I don't want that one. So I would love to hear what you're doing for your holidays, for Christmas and New Year's, and are you a person who sets goals and for yourself for the new year? And does that work for you? Your traditions, all of that kind of thing. Just share whatever you want to share. I'm just about done, I think, for this session. I know I've kept you a long time, but I just hadn't had the opportunity to visit with you in the last almost couple of weeks, and that just seems like forever. At least for me it does. And I just love spending time with you guys. So I would appreciate your comments, anything you want to share. Yeah. All right, my dear friends. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, well, let's do some of this. It's hard not to overthink it because, quite frankly, as a general rule, don't we like things to look nice? Don't we like things to, be appealing, etc., etc.? So much as we say, won't do that or don't do this, have a tendency to, when it comes right down to it, fuss a little bit more than should be done. Shouldn't fuss about it at all, really. Whoops. Let's try this top. That one works a little bit better. Okay, so we can do this over here. Just going to finish this one page real quickly, just covering the base. Not going to try to get into all the little details, just trying to give it a little bit of coverage on the bottom here. And then we shall call it a day. And I hope that this is finding you well. I hope it's finding you happy, spending much wonderful time with your loved ones, enjoying each other's company. And if you are alone, I am here, and I love you. And I thank you for joining me and sharing with me. Let's see. Just a little bit more. Oh la la, it's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. Went to bed, cracked his head, and couldn't get up in the morning. Oh, some of those old nursery rhymes and whatnot, you really wonder where they came from. Like the one that always gets me is rockabye. Let's see, what is it? Rockabye baby in the treetops when the cradle. I don't even remember it now. Oh gosh, talk about duh. Now that's not good. That is not good. Anyway, it's about the wind blowing and the cradle will rock and down will come baby, cradle and all. And who wants a baby up in the treetops? And who wants the cradle to fall and down's gonna come the baby? I mean, seriously, you guys. Okay. Just 1 minute, sweetheart. All right, guys. I'm going to call this a day. I'm going to call this a video. I love you. I hope you have an amazing Merry Christmas. And we will see you probably in the new year, if not sooner. All right. Bye-bye. Have a very fabulous, fabulous day.